But anyway, good morning, everyone. Welcome to 15 Minutes to Mastery. And I wish I had 15 minutes to master my vocal cords, but it's yesterday. I don't know, felt like I was coming down with a head cold or something. My voice started getting scratchy, whatnot. Woke up like this. I did get some meds last night, but anyways, man, we got to keep pushing through, right? No time to be down, no time to slow down, no time to get sick and not be ready to go. Hope you guys are doing well. Once again, welcome out to 15 Minutes to Mastery. It's our daily encouragement. We share a little bit of some good news. We get into some business. We get into some life. But we always start it with a quote to get your mind running. And this week, we're talking about desire. We're talking about the basis of anything great, which is desire. Hey, and it could also be something that could be the basis of something wrong, right? Desire, the wrong kind of desire could lead you down the wrong path. But when we're talking about business, when we're talking about positive lifestyles, when we're talking about great health and great relationships, it starts with that burning desire, that desire to have that. And so today's quote is straight and to the point. It says, desire is the starting point of all achievement. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Who can go against that? Nobody. It's that plain and simple. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. You want to accomplish something good. You did something great. You lost 5 pounds. Well, you had to first want to lose those 5 pounds, and then make the plan, work the plan, and achieve the goal. But it starts with a desire, right? And by the way, you don't lose 5 pounds. You release 5 pounds. Remember, the words we use are important. So if you lose something, you can find it again, right? It's kind of like with me. So if I say I lost 30 some odd pounds, right? I think it was 34 total. Well, I found about 5 or 6 of them back over the last couple months. But anyways, it's all great achievements start with desire. So what can we do in our life? What can we do today, Tuesday, to start working at that desire? What is it that you have that's been in the back of your mind that you've been thinking, man, I wish that I could do this? Whatever that is, you need to start putting it into effect. I'm going to all week long, and I talk about this all the time, but especially this week that we're talking about desire, we're really going to get into pushing you and motivating you and getting you to take that first step, the next logical step, right? It's what we do in manufactured home sales. You'll hear me talk about it in training when we're talking about whether it's on phone training, marketing training, in general, when we're sitting in front of the customers, we're always letting them know what the next step is. The next step would be for us to get on a phone call to discuss what it is that you need. The next step would be for us to submit your application in for a pre-approval. The next step, the next step, the next step. So if you have that desire to accomplish something, what is the next step for you? Okay. If it's in its infancy, if your desire, if your goal, if your plan, your idea is in its infancy, then the next step for you would be to put it down on paper. What does that look like? What is that goal? What does that goal look like to you? What would it look like to you to have achieved that goal? Right? Write it all out for yourself. Write as much of it and as in detail as you possibly can. In sales, right? When we're talking about home sales, and I'm training these ladies and gentlemen on it, and we get into that section where we're trying to find out what is it that this family needs, what do they want, right? We're trying to get as much detail in the home that they're trying to buy. We're trying to get as much detail about that home. Right. I don't want you to simply tell me that you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. That's pretty basic, right? Somebody who just approaches it, any client that would sit in front of you and simply just tell you, I'm just looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Ladies and gentlemen out there that sell manufactured homes or sell any sort of home, if you take that as an answer, well, you're not probably going to achieve anything great with that because they still have not expressed their true desire. You need to get that client to express their true desire of what they're needing. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath, talk to me about that. What does that look like? What does that home have? Talk to me about the kitchen. How specific? What are you looking for in the kitchen? There's a certain number of cabinets, a certain amount of countertop space. Are you wanting an island? Does that island, do you want it to have a bar top on it so you can put some stools on there? Your appliances, are you wanting them laid out in a certain area, a certain place in the kitchen? Getting all of those details, right, will make it so much more real to that customer. And think about it, right? If it makes it that much more real to a customer, now think about you and your desire for whatever it is, whether it's a business, a relationship, a fitness goal, a financial goal. Once you write it out and you put it down on paper, it becomes that much more real for you. Yesterday we were here at Mobile Home Masters. I'm still here, Mobile Home Masters, through Friday, but yesterday we were talking about their projections, what they're projecting for this month of December. And so, one of the things, obviously, for us as salespeople is going to be what excites us about it. Obviously, is the pay, right? We're here to get paid. We're here to make some money. We're here to help families, but we help those families, and in return, you get paid. Well, up until then, up until yesterday, no one really worked at finding out, what am I getting paid on this deal? Not until after they were getting to the point of actually delivering the home and whatnot. So yesterday that we were going through the projections for this month, we actually started figuring that out on every one of those deals. And so figuring those out and putting them on writing into the projection, it made it that much more real for the whole staff. When they saw that their 3 homes that they're projected to deliver this month, were going to pay them X amount of dollars, it became that much more real for them. And now it entices you, it motivates you to work that much harder to make it come to fruition, for it to actually happen, right? To put in the work to make sure that that deal moves as quickly as possible. Well, the same thing with you and your desire, whether, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's health, relationships, financial, career, as long as if you've got some sort of thought in your feeling in your heart, thought in your mind of something that you want to accomplish, something that you want to do for yourself, you have to write it out, put it down on paper, so that as you're writing it out, it becomes even more real for you. Now you can visualize it, not just in your mind and your heart, but you visualize it down on paper. And once you've done that, now it's easier to put a plan together to achieve this goal that you're after. But you will never be able to put the plan or a real plan together until you can visualize it and it becomes real for you, right? I I want to be able to release 30 pounds this year. Okay, why? You need to write down why you want to do that. What would you feel like having accomplished that? What does your life look like with being 30 pounds lighter? What would your relationships be like being 30 pounds lighter? How much more effective will you be being 30 pounds lighter? And when you write those things down, now it's more real. And then from there, now you can put your plan together. Okay, this is what I do now. This is where I'm messing up now. I'm eating burgers every day. I'm sitting at home once I get home and I'm not doing any sort of exercise. My body is not in motion. I either sleep or I'm sitting down at my desk, but there's nothing in between that. And so you can put the plan together of how much physical activity you need to have. You'll put the plan together as far as the meal plan that you need to have, and so forth and so on. And then from there, you actually execute on the plan. But you will never have that execution. You will never put that action in place if you don't have the plan, and you won't have the plan if it's not real for you, and it's not going to become real for you until you put it down on paper. And the only time you're going to actually put it down on paper is if you decide to actually do it. So if you sitting out there right now or standing and watching this, really truly have a desire to achieve whatever it is that goal is, or that thought, that idea you have in your mind and your heart, if you really want to achieve that, you have to take the next step. And the next step is to actually write this thing out on paper. What does it look like? What would your life be like if you actually achieve this? And how will it affect others? Why are you trying to do this? All of those things. Don't be basic. Don't take, as my good friend here, Alex, finally figured out at Mobile Home Masters, don't take the surface level answers. Do not give yourself surface level answers. I'll feel better if I lose 30 pounds. If I drop 30 pounds, I'm going to feel lighter. My clothes are going to fit better. No, man, I'm talking really dig deep into this and put it down on paper so that you can become that person, so that you can truly feel it inside in your being, in your spirit, in your mind, in your soul, so that then you can put the plan together and put the action behind the plan. The reason you don't take action is because it's not real for you. And so if you truly want to accomplish these things, that's what you need to do. And if you want some help on that, we're here to help you guys out. That's why we're here. That's the great thing that we've been able to do here with Mobile Home Masters and our clients before. What we're getting into just as we're moving and expanding now, we've got a couple other clients that we just took on that we're going to be getting going here in the next few weeks as well. And all of this, folks, started with a desire. And shame on me that it took me 3 years to actually put action into it, because I've been thinking about this for the last 3 years. What I am doing currently, the company that we are building currently, has been in my heart and in my mind for about the last 3 years. And I've never taken action on it. So when I tell you that, I speak from experience. I'm not just giving you some BS. I'm being honest and telling you that is why you haven't accomplished your goals. That's why I hadn't gotten to where I'm at right now, because I never took action. And I never took action because I never put it down on paper. Not until December of 2022 did I actually start putting it down on paper for myself. Starting writing notes on my phone, first of all. Then I started writing it out on paper, what it would look like, what we would do, what kind of services we would offer, where I figured this thing would go to, but then start reverse engineering from there. And then it took the first action, then the next action, and leaving my employment at the time to get this thing started. That was one of the other actions. Then it was putting in the work from there. Part of the action was sweating it out for like 3 or 4 months of no money coming in, and just going through everything and getting to the point where it's like rock bottom and wondering, are we even going to be able to eat this week, to where we are now and coming up and accomplishing great things. And more than anything, it's that great feeling that I get, my team gets back home from people like what we're helping out here in Tyler, Texas. And we're about to in other parts of Texas and in North Carolina and in Des Moines, Iowa. It's just a great thing. But it all starts with that desire to achieve the great things. So if you need help with that, please reach out, man. I'll give you some info, some help. I'll share some perspectives, things that didn't work for me, things that have worked for me. And I'm gonna make it pretty simple for you. What's worked for you the most? Put in the freaking work. That's it. You can't get around it. But there's more detail to it. We'll get into that. Reach out. I'll be more than happy to help out. Plus, next Saturday, don't forget, next Saturday, we've got our 2024 business strategy virtual event. And you don't have to be starting a business to be in this. This is even if you are a salesperson. It doesn't matter what you do. If you just want to make sure that 2024 turns out to be a better year than 2023, and believe me, 2024 is going to be that much harder, guys. That's why we're putting this together. And you don't have to feel the pressure of being in a group environment somewhere. And man, everybody here is, being intimidated. It's going to be online. We're going to be part of the group. We're going to go through what's going on in 2023 right now with the economy, in the housing industry, because that's what we do. We'll talk about that as well, what's happening in 2024, what you can expect. Then we're going to dig into your desire, what you're trying to accomplish, why you're trying to do it. We're going to do some actual work while we're on this thing. And then we're going to put your 2024 goals together so that you can attack starting now. Starting on that day, the 16th, we'll leave you with your first action step to take that day, so that you can get to where you need to be, and hopefully a lot faster than me. All right. So get on over manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. You can get in there. You can get registered for the event. It's next Saturday. It'll be starting at 9 a.m. If you can't be there for the live thing, that's okay. Go in and out of it, man, as you can. If you're in sales and you're selling, I understand. But if you're not and you can be there the whole time, do it. But we'll also have a recording of it that you're going to have access to as well. You can go to my website, cesarmascarodojr.com. You get information there as well. You can sign up, and we are here to help. And don't forget, also, by the way, want to make sure that you understand, right, with the Christmas season along right here with us that right now, guys, you also, for those of you in manufactured home sales, man, boom, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Get your full house training cards ordered. 50 objections, the verbiage to overcome them for manufactured home sales so that you can close more deals on day one, so that you can get them on the first visit, so you can truly become that professional housing consultant and overcome the objections that come at you and not just take them, well, we're going to think about it. Okay, great. Here's my card. Let me know. Come on. That doesn't pay the bills. Your family deserves better than that. You deserve better than that. Your company deserves better than that. And these cards will help you. For those of you on Instagram, man, go to SalesJr.com or manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. You can get your deck right there. 50 objections and the verbiage for you to be, and everything from the sales process to when you're talking to these folks on the phone, right? How to get them in the door. We've got objections that you overcome on that. Objections in the greeting, objections to the financing. It's all in there to make your career even more effective. Get yourself a deck of cards. You'll have them by Christmas. And until then, man, have a great Tuesday. Go attack today. Let's get after it. Let's make it the best day yet. And I can't wait to meet you.